Hello there, everybody. It is me, Noni77Spore, with the stream, which I very hastily organized. I was working on that thumbnail within the past hour. Significantly within the past hour. It's like 3:24 now. I probably started on that at like 2:30, 2:40. Yeah, probably about 2:30-ish. So, yeah. Uh, Basically, there's been an argument in the Waves 2 Discord over what sort of ship you want to build basically when you're in the Semi-Dreadnought era. It's a very short period of time. Usually maybe like 1902 to 1905-ish. Probably you're gonna start. I mean, it's possible. Like, okay, 1902 to 1905 or 1906-ish, but some of that's gonna depend on how tech kind of sorts out. That could be a little shorter. That could be. It's probably not going to be longer than that. It's probably going to be shorter than that. But it'll probably fall sometime within that time span. And basically, during this time span, there seem to be two suggestions on what's the actual meta ship to build. Nobody's talking about actual proper semi-dreadnoughts like historical. Uh, you know, I'm trying to think of examples. The latest I can think of is like Lord Nelson and Agamemnon, the two British ones. Agamemnon. I'm not saying that well at all. But there's some before that. Like, is there like a King Edward something? Um, King Edward. Okay, King Edward the Seventh class battleship, I believe. Yeah. So like a King Edward the Seventh. Those really aren't being talked about all that much. Or like Satsuma. That would be another one. Stuff like that. That's really not what's being talked about. Basically, there are the two main suggestions are something similar to the German cruiser Blucher in World War One, which got sunk at the Battle of Jutland. No, not Jutland. Dogger Bank. Got sunk at the Battle of Dogger Bank. Which is basically it's basically a hex knot layout, like the Nassau, Helgoland, Kawachi, like those, except with historically it was 8-inch guns. In Rule of the Waves 2, those can be up to 10-inch guns, and that's probably what I'm going to be experimenting with here. Are basically 10-inch gun Blukers. There's also a possibility of doing like a super Blucher, where instead of having a hex knot, you have an octonaut. Um, you get an extra additional 2 turrets on each broadside. The other thought is basically going with an early battlecruiser, similar to a Tsukuba or an Ikoma, where you have 11, 12, 13-inch main guns, but basically in a pre-dreadnought layout. But on the sides, you actually do have a heavier secondary battery set. So those would be 8, 9, or 10-inch guns in this case. I'm probably gonna do a couple variations on it. So test them out with 8-inch guns, test them out with 10-inch gun. Basically, test out a couple variations of both designs. And yeah, that's kind of the contest right now. What I'll probably also try to do is I'll also try to build some at differing yard sizes. So, you can see on the thumbnail, top one, that's one of the Japanese ships, I believe. Is that a Tsukuba or is that an Ikoma? Hold on. I think that's a Tsukuba class cruiser. And these were initially classified as armored cruisers and then later got classified as battle cruisers. So I'm basically, yeah, this is a Tsukuba class. I actually have the link here. This would be Ikoma. That's Ikoma in the picture. And then, of course, Blucher is down below. So, proto battle cruiser versus a German invincible, basically. Um, So, new game, 1920. I am going to put this in the first save slot. This was where Italy went. Do note, I have backed up that Italy save, and that Italy save is going back in after this whole experiment is done with. I'm going to just enter in the US, because I think that will be a good choice. Okay. Fleet size will be super large. Total resources will be on. Sorry, Italy, but like I've backed up that save twice. Um, oh, that should be interesting. So normally like harsher peace deals is on. I don't care. I'm not intending on going to war. I will put historical resources on, and then my name will just be who or which will win. And the other idea is to try to determine what is worth your investment. This isn't like a direct. I mean, I would like it to be a direct thing or competition against two ships of the same tonnage or same cost, more preferably. But I think it would be better to try to normalize for that a little bit. Um, and I'm probably also going to be doing it or doing the battle where I'll have one under control, and then once that fleet exercise is done, I'll reload the save. I'll basically reload the save as the other side. I'm also going to be saving all the results of these battles so that, if anyone's curious, I can just zip up a folder and send it to them. Yes, I am okay because I have saved that. And I can just copy and paste it back in. So I'm letting it, build my initial fleet. That's what we have. So it only gave us one battleship class with no funnels. Um, this will be the pre-dreadnought I'll be testing it against. Uh, I'm just gonna set research to like 10%. Now I am gonna reserve everything. Uh, Probably not mothball everything. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna reserve everything. Other than like the Hopkins, which are getting mothballed. Ships under construction. We do have some stuff under construction. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna save. I'm gonna close. I'm going to turn off my display capture. See why I got pinged. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm going to give myself a bunch of extra funds. I'm actually going to go into the file itself. Is it .bcs? It is. Actually, no, you can see this. You can see this. When I save it, you won't be able to. Okay, so fleet size is 8, which means this is actually a smaller fleet size than what Halligan plays with. Um, okay, so you can see tension stuff. Where is it? Day 1. Campaign start year. Game max size, treaties, total war. Might be at the bottom. Okay, so where's his funds? Where's funds? I need to find funds. Hello. Where is funds? Ah, okay, so I don't want base resources, I want funding. I think that's it. Oh yeah, this is me. This is me. Okay. So right there, that's funds. I now have 100,000. I'm going to quickly turn this off because I just actually I can just do a quick save. Okay, that works. So I can have that up on screen, but right now I actually do have to turn the display capture off because there is something when I. Oh wait, hold on. No, I don't because the DRM's removed. Yeah, I can just kind of boot this up, easily now. Okay. So I now have 100,000 funds, as you can clearly see. Basically something where I can just edit everything so that I'm fine. Actually, I'm gonna go edit something else. And this is purely so I have prestige to burn. Where is it? Prestige is some. Oh, is prestige up here? I think it's up here. Is it? I'm not changing the dock size at all. Yeah, funds is there, prestige is there. Alright. So now I have prestige to burn. So that is good. So I have 100,000 funds and prestige to burn. I'm just gonna let the tech naturally develop for a few years. And yeah. Okay, so we also have these California class battleships. And we'll be using them. I think it is also going to be a good idea to continue to build CLs of some description. So I'm just gonna auto design. No, wait, no. I'm gonna auto design a CL. Auto design another one. And another one. Give me something different. Give me something good. Something good. Yeah, okay, I like this. This is better. Um, yeah. So I'm gonna start with some of these. And also, if tensions do get too high, I'm literally just gonna go in and edit them down. Oh yeah, I have to build up dock size. Oops. Um, yeah. I'll be a couple turns late on that, but we can factor that in. I forgot to build that up first turn. So it's now like 2 months in. Let's take research 12% of the budget. I will buy improved 8-inch guns. And actually, let's set this to high. Ship design to high, I think. I'm gonna set machinery development to high. Don't, don't care about submarines at all. Don't really. Oh, Yeah, I don't really care about the factor of torpedo technology right now. Um, the rest of these I think I'll just leave on medium. Sure. Okay, so we do have some older CAs here too, which really aren't going to be any sort of factor in this. Um, oh, I think Chattanooga wound up faster, which means I'm going to build more. So I do want to have like adequate screening forces for everything. Um, Speed 27 knots. I think that is fine. Actually, I'm gonna go 26 and add on a no, an F and G tube, and then get rid of the Q. Sure, I'll take money. This is like not even a serious game, so who cares? Okay, first research breakthrough. Heavy secondary battery. That's what I want. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna save the game. Tensions with Russia are high. I'm gonna open up the BCS. There we go. And if I ever wind up running out of money, you know what the solution's gonna be. So yeah, Russia has no tension anymore. So the thought now. Oh wait, my docks completed. Fuck. Build me bigger docks. Oh, they just completed. Good. So I'm not losing any time on this. Wait. Hold up. I need to ask something. I have a sneaking suspicion as to what's going on here. With why the comparison's really thrown off. Anyway, this would be the most I'd be able to build at this time, even if I had gotten everything correct. So, yeah. I just... Okay. Okay, so he's saying he started in 1904 or 1905 on these ships. So, let's see. So 2,000, and if he's building that immediately, that would be 5 to 6 years, right? So it'd be 10,000 to 12,000. Anyway, so we're gonna start by auto-designing a CA. And what I'm gonna do, okay, so I can't do that. I think I can do this, right? No, wait, no, not that. This, right? Other than being like seriously overweight. Oh, we've delete that. I don't want that there. Um, okay, so that would be legal. So I can do heavy secondary battery right now. So like technically in 1901 here, I can start building heavy secbat ships, but I can't build that Blucher-Style CA yet. So there's no point in making the comparison right now. Right now, you'd probably want to be doing something else. Um, let's do that. Shouldn't get upset over a little spying. I'm willing to take a budget hit. I don't care. I can just give myself as many funds as I want. So right now, we will add an extra ton to the destroyers. We will add an extra knot. Can I get a Q torpedo mount? I'll allow it. We don't have spies. Why did we get that? Sure. Increase tension. I want to keep tension down. And this is why I gave myself a lot of prestige, because I can just burn it. Okay, so these are slower now. What I'm probably going to want to do is I'm probably going to want to put at least some of these in the active fleet. So I'll get like 6 of them in the active fleet. In terms of CAs, I mean, I'll activate them. These guys are active. Chattanooga should be active. I'll active, yeah, I'll activate the CLs too. And then I'll get the Bainbridge class destroyers active. So I think what I want to do is I want to take the Galveston design and just make it bigger. See if I can get more speed out of it. To better approximate a later cruiser. Actually, here's what we'll do. To better approximate a later AI cruiser, I'll be going about this quickly. Uh, just a name. So, design ship. I'm going to reopen that design again. Just another name. Just a new name, the Tallahassee class. And I'm going to add a J and a K. So this is more equivalent to what I would build. And I'm gonna keep decreasing tension. Flint is commissioned. Okay, cool. Better 11-inch guns. Okay, so build Tallahassee. Build one of them. Um, build more Tallahassee class. There we go. More CLs. That's another 8. Gonna get more Chattanoogas at 23 knots. More destroyers here. I will sell it, and I will block that person. Um, will specifically hide them. Our monthly balance is absolute garbage now. New docks completed, and there we go. Medium wing turrets. So right now, why haven't you been bothering removing these bots? Yeah, I don't know. So right now, I have a dock size of 19,000 tons. But I will, unfortunately, need to be right back. Um, and let's see, ship design is, yeah, that's level 2. So, yeah, I have 19,000 tons. I'm going to see what I can do with this. I do have to be right back, though, so, yeah, let me do that. Alright, I am back now. Sorry about that. Okay. So, currently we're burning a lot of money per month. I actually want to fix that, which involves once again looking at the PCS. And of course, I'm not going to be able to increase that or anything, but I can just go in here, take the funds, and modify them. And now we have 500,000 funds. So ultimately, what I'm probably going to try to do is I'm probably going to turn research in ship design to medium for now. Um, I will turn fire control to high. And what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to build basically 2 generations of these cruisers. And when I get low on money, I'll just give myself more money. Um, that's the sort of situation I'm in. Okay, so auto design a CA. First goal is to get rid of all that. We're not going to have any tertiary guns on this. We're going to go down to 6-inch casemates. Um, with just splinter protection. That might change. So 19,000 tons, range medium, engine priority normal. That is what I want. At a minimum, I'm going to have the deck on 2 inches. I will probably do more. That's just where I'm going to leave it. At a minimum, we're going to, need to do that many knots. I'm only going to have 1 submerged torpedo mount per side. Um, and yeah, and I'm not even going to be, like, decorating these ships, because I don't care. Yeah, so if I can get 23 knots out of them. No, I think I want 22 knots. I need to go that low. Just check. There's nowhere else I can get anything. Yeah, I don't think so. Um, okay, so this will be one of the Blucher-Style armored cruisers. Um, just check. This thing costs 71,000. I'm actually looking over this. I'm trying to decide. Maybe I. Ooh, I think I get more belt armor. So gun data doesn't say it has an immunity zone, but it is a slope deck, so that would help it. And yes, I am going to be naming these for states. Okay, so we're going to open up the Delaware class. In this case, um, yeah, I'm basically going to do a, basically something like this. Alright, so now what I want to do is I want to go to auto design me a battle cruiser. Tertiary guns 6 inchers. Secondary guns will be in twins. These will not be 6 inchers. Okay, so we can only do 19,000 tons. 19,000 tons. Um, yeah, I might not actually be able to get as heavy of a deck. I'll try. I'll try. And then, inch type and continue. Do I need to be going 23 knots? I do. I'll do 1 inch on the deck extended. I'll keep the turrets there. I might do a 6.5 inch belt. And these are not faster, but they are less protected. And in this case, I am going to once again give them a state name. Now, design ship, open the Minnesota design. I'm going to reduce these to 8-inch guns and then add an extra turret. And then, yeah, let me open up the Connecticut design. No, not the Connecticut design, the Minnesota design. Okay. Yeah, I'll take the tension decrease. World economy has recovered. I'll buy those. Oh, and we get quality 0 10-inch guns. And again, this is why I gave myself a frankly absurd amount of prestige. Alright, so then I'm gonna grab from our battleship. Mexico is one Rhode Island. We're gonna have Rhode Island as our other Connecticut class cruiser, and then going back to our battleship, I will take North Carolina as the other Delaware class cruiser. Maybe replicate Blucher's stats. I'm not trying to actually replicate the stats. I'm just trying to decide which type of these ships is better. I didn't even notice that comment for a while. I hate to say. New fleet tactics. Alright, build me another New Mexico and build me another Minnesota. Wait, no, I don't want a random ship name. I want that to be randomly selected there. There we go. So yeah, New Mexico, Minnesota, Oregon, South Carolina, Connecticut, Delaware, Rhode Island, and North Carolina. I don't see any risk of war in the near future. Okay, so that's some additional ships done. I'm losing a lot of money per turn. Max dock size has increased. 3 destroyers are commissioned. Fine, I'll take the tension increase. It's low enough. God, the monthly balance. Okay, the monthly balance is really bad, but like, could be worse. All right, so now I have more. I have more to play with now. Um, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save, and I'm going to quickly open this up. Actually, I will do a regular style small hex knot. Okay, so where is funding? Funds. 1 million! Is that a million, or is that like... That's too many zeros. Yeah, that's a million. Yeah, there we go. Funds. 1,000,000! Okay, so what they want is they want me to open the Connecticut design and remove H and I. Okay, so these will be the Kentucky class. A little wider and a little faster. I will open up the Delaware class design. We'll go 23 knots. We'll upgrade the 10-inch guns. Just a new name. So I'm not really able to get any better armor on this thing. I'm able to get that extra knot of speed. Um, Not much else. If I don't get the extra knot of speed, I get more armor, but I think I'm going to get that extra knot of speed. I could get extra belt. I don't think I will, because normally you would build these with a little bit of extra room in mind. Um, I'll increase the rounds per gun to like 115. Okay, so that would be the follow-on to the Delaware. Now we can go into the New Mexico design. So we can increase the quality of the guns. I'm gonna ask in the Discord. Something I'm actually curious about. What about the cost? Okay, yeah, Massachusetts is around the same cost as this, so hmm. Okay, so I think this is what I'm gonna do for the New Mexico. Actually, no, I need to rename this. Okay, so that was, I think that was the 8-inch armed one, so then I'll do the 10-inch armed one. Okay, so 2.5, 3, increase quality. All right. And entertain my friend. I will be throwing in a different design here. So this will be with reduced armor. At 16,000 tons. Yeah, I'll let these be the Seattles. Okay, so I have the Indiana, Florida, Kentucky, Massachusetts, and Seattle. Sure. Increase tension. Alright, so then I want to throw in another Massachusetts and another Kentucky. So, okay, so if I go here, so Florida is a design and Indiana is a design. So we'll do Washington. We had Alabama. And yeah, we'll do Alabama. Fine, of course. Um, alright. There we go. Another Florida, another Indiana. I almost have to like just get a screenshot of this. Actually, no. So I need 20 more destroyers. I will do it. Just change the name of this and build myself 20 of them. Press is complaining that their navy has too few cruisers because I'm cheating. I think the worst part is I can actually think of a way to like have this much under construction legitimately. So submarines don't matter for this. Yeah, sure. Okay, so yeah, treaty with Russia signed. Okay, now we have central firing unlocked. So, all these ships are going to have to be updated with central firing when they complete. New docks complete. I will sell that, sure. Alright, so, I now have 23,500 tons of displacement, as well as another year of tech. Alright, so, because it is time for the new generation, I need to give myself money. Again. Funds are down here. That is 4 million. So yeah, basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep making these generations of ships until the first, basically, until I can get dreadnoughts. Once I can get dreadnoughts, I quit. I stop making them. Um, yeah. If I can make dreadnoughts, if you can make dreadnoughts, you want dreadnoughts. In short, maybe you don't want like a 3 turret dreadnought, like a 6 gun, yeah, 6 gun 3 turret with no super firing. That's kind of the only bad one. Um, has anyone actually started on dreadnoughts? No, nobody started on dreadnoughts yet. I'm still gonna have less tonnage than Britain, but a lot of my fleet's active right now, and Britain has a lot of money. So, I mean, I'm not being particularly cost efficient here. What I care about is putting these ships out there so I can test them. Oh, what time is it? 4:30. Oh God, I've been live. That's a little over an hour, and I'm still not to the testing phase yet. But yeah, it is. It is time for the next generation. So I want to go this big. Normally, I'd be increasing speed at this point. I think this would be a speed focus, and I'll probably up armor these, and I'll probably focus on up armoring the turrets. Oh wait, no, hold on. and getting better fire control. In the meantime, the other ship I would work on would be actually, hold on. Let me go back to the design ship. Just copy that and send it to them in the Discord. Okay, actually, let's open up the Texas design and just swap out its primaries for 8-inch guns with the H and the I double. I'm really only testing like gun layout here. So actually no, I need a new name. There you go, Pennsylvania. Okay, I might do the 13-inch guns here. Try to get that extra knot of speed. Hold on. There you go. And then open up the design for the Florida. Extra knot of speed. So we'll go to the 13-inch. We will go to central firing. A little bit more ammunition. There's not a lot I can put into this. Maybe go with like a 6-inch belt and 11-inch, 6.5-inch belt. Yeah, there we go. Right now, battle cruiser. I don't want this as that. I want this as battle cruiser. Okay. So those are the Gen 3 ships. We'll sell it. I have so much money, I don't care. A superimposed X turret we have. We don't have triples yet. Okay, so now I'm going to also design one more thing of each class. So Arkansas will be another Texas class, and Nebraska will be another Pennsylvania class. Okay. Yes. Hush it up. Okay. I don't want tensions to go up. Build me Missouri. Build me Vermont. And then build me more on top of this. So Arizona. Actually, Utah will be another one. And Iowa will be another Missouri class. Uh, oh my god, that is a lot of ships. I know. How many is that? 26 plus 13. 26 plus 13, 36, 39. So that means that at this point there'd be 48 states, so we'd have 9 more states left we can use before we completely run out. And then territory, so we'd probably go to like, Alaska, Guam, Hawaii, or Alaska, Hawaii, Guam, Puerto Rico, those sorts of things. Yes. Complete with the best fire control. Yes, complete with the best fire control. Okay, North Carolina easily surpassing her design speed. It is deplorable that it is impossible to stop the fighting in this region. Oh, we do have 3 centerline turrets now. Um, okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna accelerate construction on Gen 3. Alright, so, yeah. I will keep selling. On the other hand, I literally gave myself like 4 million. So there's no point in fighting a war. I will let South Carolina complete. Certainly is a nice ship. Yeah. Yeah, I want to get them all up to good quality. This is a test. This is literally just a test. I have 3 million funds. I'm literally just going to be testing everything in fleet exercises. That's the point. Main battery wing turrets unlocked in 1905. So yeah, we're at the point where just it does not make any sort of sense to build these anymore. Just to make sure all of these are refit, right? Yeah. Or sir, I will just build those. Hey, do I have 700 tonners yet? No. So we can do this. Yeah, sure. Okay, you know what? I think uh no, I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for everything to complete. When everything's done, when everything's done and when everything's at the crew quality I want it at, that's when we're gonna begin testing. And just trying to see where these designs wind up. Or how these designs do. Sure, I'll keep selling. So TPS 1, I don't care. Uh, okay. So once all of them are at good quality, yeah, sure, I'll buy it. Once everything's at good crew quality, we will just keep going onwards. So the newer ships are at fair. Good. Okay, so Pennsylvania, these ones need to upgrade. These ones need to upgrade still to good. Okay, so those two are unfair. That one's on good. Do nothing is a political matter. I don't care about budget right now. Right. Nebraska needs to go. Yeah, Nebraska needs to work up still. Yeah, sure, I'll buy them. You're on good. Everything's on good. Oh, wait, no, I don't want to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save this, exit out, copy the save, and actually I shouldn't have hopped out. I'll just load right back in, so it doesn't matter. And then save it somewhere. Okay. So um I should have done some like progressive saves along the way, but oh well, I think this will still be adequate enough to determine everything. Usually stuff in actual combat is slightly suboptimal, so I'm hoping that this is a good enough estimate. I'm also going to send this to a zip folder and okay. That it is. I am near. But I'm now we're 40 into the stream. This took way longer than I expected. Way more out of my day. And I'm gonna need every time. What's gonna need to happen is I'm gonna do the battle. I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna export the save, and then delete the save in the slot and copy a new one in every single time. This is I'm not going to be able to do all of them today. This is going to be a two-parter. This is going to have to be a two-parter live stream. Um, I need a snack. That's what I need. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to get a snack. Be right back. Alright, I am back. I'm gonna leave it on this screen for just a tiny... Actually, no, I'll go into the display capture again. I got myself a roll and some water. Okay. A little more ships than I thought. Okay, so I think the first test... And yeah, this will definitely have to be some... This is definitely gonna have to be something which will be done over multiple days. So I think the first test is going to be... I'm just gonna do the first generation. So that would be Connecticut, Delaware, Rhode Island, and North Carolina versus the other two. Or not the other two, the other four. So simply put, I'm gonna do, I think, 4 tests today. Um, okay, so I'll say first gen versus call FR friendly CA. And then that's what I'll save the files. So FRCA means friendly is the CA force. So these will be up against the first generation of BC. So that would be the New Mexico's and Minnesota's. Mexico, Minnesota, Minnesota, and New Mexico. Actually, maybe I'll do like 6 battles. I might do 6 battles today. No, I might only do 4. Okay. Let's do this. Yes, is this my intention? Yes, I will continue. Alright, so we've sighted the unknown division. Alright. So it is CAs versus battle cruisers. Delaware scores the first hit. Alright, so now we're kind of chasing them. So Delaware is taking hits. We have scored a 10-inch on that New Mexico. I'm going to try to kind of cross behind them here. The AI is really running, though. Gonna get 4 aft hull hit. Okay, so we are starting to land hits here. Looks like we might have jammed that rudder. Turret hit disabled a turret on Connecticut. Like, I don't want to keep an eye on how many turrets are jammed. So one's jammed on Rhode Island, one's jammed on Connecticut. Right now, on the enemy side, one is jammed on that New Mexico, and that's it. Bell's extended hit. We are still shooting. I am definitely landing a lot more hits. Yeah, we are sailing right now in straight parallel lines. Um, yeah. We're sailing in straight parallel lines, and I'm getting more hits. Although, yeah. This turn, they did manage a couple. Yeah, I'm noticing a lot more hits. On the trailing Minnesota class. And on that New Mexico as well. Oh, Delaware has some flooding now. That's annoying. But yeah, all of them are very capable of shooting at me. And I'm definitely noticing that I'm scoring more hits. Although now they are. You know. Well, the thing is, we've definitely caught one out because the AI was retreating. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna consider this ship dead. And I'm gonna try to attack these guys up here. So realistically, we'd be able to sink this ship. How soon is it until nighttime? Oh, it's midday. But I think in order to not bias the results, I'm just gonna retreat. Alright, they're coming back around. Yeah, they're trying to stay out of my gun range and within theirs. Okay, yeah, now they're starting to hit more. Actually, am I... Oh yeah, because I'm low on ammo. That's why. This might legitimately be an ammo thing. Right. Okay, so I've broken contact. Okay. Yes. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna post this in final results. Chip details. So we had scored 45 medium hits. And actually, one thing I'm curious about is the ratio of 8-inch to 10-inch hits. It'll be interesting to see what this test looks like on the other side when I'm controlling the battle cruisers rather than the CAs, if, you know, this is justified or if this is not justified. Um, so if I look at kinetic, or actually, if I start clicking on these, can I see how many hits these have scored? Yeah, okay, so the 6-inch here, not the 10-inch here, were able to score 5 hits, and the 6-inch scored 8. On this one, um, the let's get a calculator. Let's get a calculator out. All right. So I need graphs. Although this might be something where I can just look back on it. I think that's what I'll do. I'll look back on it. All right. So I'm gonna count up the number of 10-inch hits, 8-inch hits, and 6-inch hits per side. So Minnesota scored 5. Actually, no. Hold on. Minnesota scored 2 12-inch hits. New Mexico, well, okay, they scored 4. They scored 4 12-inch hits. We know that. So it's 4 12-inch hits. Um, so Minnesota scored 5 10-inch hits. Um, New Mexico, those would be 8-inch. South Carolina, actually did not score any secondary battery hits. And, yeah, okay. Yeah, so that would be 5 10-inch hits, as far as I can tell. Yeah, so they would have scored 5 10-inch hits with this. In terms of 8-inch hits, they would have managed 5 there. And then on Oregon, they would have managed 1. So they would have managed 6 8-inch hits. And then in terms of 6-inch hits, uh, Minnesota scored 8. New Mexico scored 2. South Carolina scored 1. And Oregon scored 1. So they would have managed 12 6-inch hits. And just to double check, it is reporting that they scored 22 medium hits. I'm missing one. Oh no, do I have an extra one actually? I have an extra one. Okay, I have an extra medium hit. All right, so on our side, so I'll check 10-inch. Okay, you know what? We're leaning with an 8-inch ship. I will do 10-inch first. So Delaware, her 10-inch would have scored 14 hits. And North Carolina's 10-inch would have scored 9. So we would have scored 23 10-inch hits. Connecticut would have scored 5 8-inch hits. And Rhode Island would have scored 10. So 15 8-inch hits would have been scored. In terms of 6-inch hits, we would have scored 13 from Connecticut. 5 from Delaware. Plus 6 from North Carolina. And finally, plus 6 from Rhode Island. Let's check. So 64. No, we have like 4 extra hits being counted. So it might be counting near misses as hits here, but not in the other category. I will say though, this already looks really, really, really good for the Blucher-Style CAs. Um, yeah. Actually, what I want to check is if I check the sec bat, what's the hit percentage? So on that one, it's 3%. It's 1.24%. On Connecticut, it's actually 1.21. Oh, no, on Connecticut, we want to look at the main bat, which was actually only 0.5. Delaware was 1.86. 1.32. Rhode Island was 1.16. And then here, we're at SecBat is a 0. And then Oregon's SecBat is a 0.51. I am wondering this, if I'm controlling the battle cruisers, if that's going to change. And then we scored um, what's their main hit percentage? Oh, okay, yeah. 0.84, 0.36, 0, and then 0.66. So I think having that extra turret is what's helping us. Should also probably just check quickly what hit those, make sure that these logs are preserved no matter what. Alright, yeah, logs are preserved. In terms of turret jamming, how bad was it? Okay, I probably shouldn't look at the damaged ships. So I should look at the undamaged ships. So North Carolina would have had a turret jam for 26. Yeah, North Carolina would have had 2 turrets jam. Rhode Island would have had 2 turrets jam during the action. South Carolina would have 1 jam, and Oregon would not have a jam. So he does seem to be right that turrets getting jammed is more of an issue. Or Alekin was saying that, turrets jamming was the problem with the Blucher-Style CAs. I am less convinced, but it does seem like, based on this admittedly small amount of data, that these were having a higher amount of jams. On the other hand, I do think that hit percentage is generally favoring me. Other than, like, with Minnesota. Minnesota's secondaries did well. South Carolina is really bringing the average down. Alright, so, yeah, Victor friendly side. So what I want to do now is save this, exit out, go to my file folder, cut game 1, paste it in the first save slot, copy the next save, and paste it back in. And now if I boot up Ruleways 2 again, then this should be pretty easy. Say. Alright. We're back to where we were. Fleet exercise, we can do 1. Alright, time to do literally reverse it. Alright, so on the Allied side and then on the enemy side. So I want New Mexico, add ship, Minnesota, put both of the Minnesotas in, and then do the second New Mexico. So that should be the same force compensation. And then here, go back down, Connecticut, Delaware, Delaware, Connecticut. Yes. Alright. Here is literally the reverse scenario, so we're in control of the battle cruisers this time. Okay, so the forces have both opened up at each other. The CAs are running away. We have scored an early 12-inch hit, as well as an early 10-inch hit. CAs are actually kind of turning back in to fight us a bit, but it does look like we're managing the early hits for now. Okay, there we go. Yeah, okay, so they just kind of lit us up a bit. Hitting them again. It seems to be kind of even right now. New Mexico is especially taking hits. But yeah, I think this is a way more comparable fight. In terms of just being able to get, have them get all of their guns on bear, have us be able to get all of our guns on bear. I mean, really see how much do jams affect them? How much do jams affect us? Yeah, okay, they're definitely hitting us more. The fire control advantage, the fire control advantage having all of your guns, you know, basically having main guns rather than secondary guns at this point in time seems so, or it does seem significant. Like, when I was playing these properly, you know, I was getting more hits. But now that I'm not, now that I'm on the other side, it's, relatively even. It does seem like they might actually be hitting me more. This group definitely wants to fight more. I will say that. Looks like we jammed the rudder of one of them. Or at the very least, caused significant enough flooding for it to pull off. We have destroyed a turret on that one. So yeah, we did something there, which it didn't like. Hmm. I'm really curious to see what the results are in the end. Like, I think we're more combat capable right now. But we're definitely getting hit more. Actually, no, we might be hitting them more. But it's close. The ratio of, them hitting us and us hitting them is close, whereas on the other one, it was very clearly in their favor. Or, in their favor, yeah. Do a small correction, see if, they're lighting me up. Yeah, we're low on ammo at this point. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cross on this side. Since, yeah, we're low on ammo. I'd say we were not able to, we're not able to win a decisive victory there. On the previous one, we would have been able to. Although, I'll go back in for one more pass. Hi, Nuke. I'm literally just... There was an argument on the Discord server, so I'm literally trying to figure out who's right. So you don't like arguing? Yeah. It depends on the situation. Yeah. Okay, so we had that close pass. That did look a little bit more even. We're slowed down to 19 knots. I'm just going to retreat. I think that is enough data. Basically, we're trying to figure out what is better to build as a capital ship in the Semi-Dreadnought era. Whether it is better to build battle cruiser or basically proto battle cruisers. These things where you have, you know, 4 main guns and a bunch of side guns. Or yeah, bunch of main guns and then some heavy secondary battery. Or if it is better to just commit to that secondary battery and instead of having any main guns, basically build an armored cruiser with a lot of you know, 8 to 10-inch guns and have that basically be the main battery. Have, you know, the secondary battery on these ships be the main battery and then downscale the main guns here into secbat guns. And that was pretty much the test. So, yeah. Interesting Victor enemy side. So, basically what I'm doing is fleet exercises here. So I have designed 3 generations of ship of, you know, both sort. And basically there's kind of 2 types, one based around 8-inch guns, one based around 10-inch guns. All these are kind of like the maximum amount of tonnage. These are good ships for killing like pre-dreadnoughts as well. I am going to want to test that here. You know, just kind of demonstrate some form of a pre-dreadnought killing capability. And yeah, I'll probably try to do like an even number, or yeah, I'll do an even number. Like 1v1. Maybe on the newer generations, I'll do like a, you know, I'll add an extra pre-dread in just to kind of see how that works. I actually have the save if you want to like hop in. Everything's just set up for you to do like fleet exercises and testing of this sort. It's pretty great. Um, yeah. So if we look, um, we did score more hits. Interesting. And actually, I'm gonna need to I want to create a spreadsheet of this. Well, actually, I want to create a spreadsheet, but like I'm gonna have to go back, go back through the stream and just kind of check what everything was. So I probably shouldn't be doing that now. That would probably be for later. Okay, so Minnesota was our most damaged ship. So she was actually mostly being hit by 6-inch firepower. She was on fire for a bit, though. That's probably what did, or that's probably what got them damage. Yeah, everything was on light damage. New Mexico actually took a lot more damage than Minnesota. So Minnesota was the reason that they got so many damage points because they set one of my ships on fire. Rhode Island was definitely the one we damaged the most. I kind of want to see what happened to that turret. Okay, so that was the lower Baldage hit, which did damage. Where did we destroy the turret? We're not actually going through that belt with even the 12-inch shells. Oh, first hit. Cruiser, South Carolina. Turret top, turret destroyed, 10-inch high explosive. Um, it is telling me that turret top armor is actually really important because high explosive shells are detonating on the tops of turrets and destroying them really easily. I don't know if that's a bug or not. Okay, so we did get a Splinter's perforate uptakes, and we were able to manage some 12-inch hits on that ship. Oregon took a few hits. North Carolina, Delaware, and then South Carolina took only 2 hits. So what I want to do is I have my calculator up on the side. I'm kind of saving numbers in it. Okay, so I want to just quickly list how many hits of each kind were scored. So I'm going to look at the main batteries. So we got 4 plus 6. Okay, that's plus 3, and then plus 2. Alright, so then for the secondary battery, so that would be one 10-inch, and then, so 5 10-inch. Okay, I've already fucked this up. Um, okay, I don't care about the data in the calculator anymore. I have it saved here. I have it saved in battle results, where I'm just posting my analysis on the Discord server. Um, that would be 5 plus. Wait, no, I don't want those. 5 plus 9, 14. And then how many 6-inch did we score? So 10, So that's 21 in total. 28 now. And 37. Now for Op 4, Rhode Island. Actually, I'm gonna start with. Actually, let's look at these. So one 10-inch. Then there'd be 8, 12, 28-inch. Then how many 6-inch? 8, 16, uh, 25, 36. Okay, so 6-inch hits I'm gonna call a wash there. That's 37 to 36. That's even. I would say that's pretty much even. Um, so in terms of large hits, it actually looks like the 12-inchers were doing a lot. Um, I can definitely notice a decrease in sec bat hits, or in like our sec bat hits versus their primary bat hits. Um, yeah. Like, here's the thing. The data from this battle makes it look like the battle cruisers are the better investment. Um, but the other battle made it look far more in a way like the CAs were the better investment, while as this one only barely makes the BCs look better. But based on these two data points, I think that the Blucher-Style CA is probably better. A little bit better. Um, but yeah, it was definitely those 12, definitely the 12-inch hits were doing a lot here with the semi-dreads. Yeah. And if we actually look at turret jams, how many would we have had? So, turret disabled. I don't want turret disabled. Actually, okay, we had 2 disabled turrets there on New Mexico. Just look at back in action, back in action. So there's 2 back in action, so that's 2 turret jams. Both of our turrets actually did jam at one point. Okay, so on our ships right now, I'm counting 2 turrets jam. No, wait, no, I'm counting 4 instances. Three instances of turrets being jammed or disabled. Oregon does not have a turret jam. And then South Carolina does not have a turret jam. Now if we look at the Op 4, so there is a turret destroyed. I'm going to count that. 1, 2, it's 2 turret jams. That's 4 turret jams on that. Connecticut, 1, 2, 3, 4. That would be 4 turret jams throughout the course of the engagement on that ship. So that's 8 in total for them. 2 here. That's now 10 in total. And then that's another 3, so it's 13 in total. So they would have had a lot more turret jams this time than in the battle I was fighting them, or turret disabled or destroyed. Um, let's check this again. So you have the 1, the next one is the 2. I believe these don't have any. Um, actually not by a third. So we'd be looking at what? And looking at a third for 2 of the ships. So let's say we have a broadside. So they would have what? 8, 16, and then 20. So it would be 36 on a broadside, and then they'd have 2, 4. No, yeah, no, 36 on the broadside. Sorry, yeah, 36 guns on a broadside. So 4, 8. Um, actually, and then they'd have 20 guns off the broadside. So you'd have 20 off, 36 on. So what is 36 out of 56? 36 out of 56, you divide each by 2. 36 divided by 2 is 18. 56 divided by 2 is 28, so you can divide that by 2 again. Um, so that would be 9, and 8 divided by 2, 9/14. That'd remove about 5/14. And how many secbat guns were destroyed? Would be 5. 4, 6. Okay. With the results I've had, I think the Blucher-Style cruiser is a little better than the battle cruiser Alekin once. But, you know, we still have additional tests to do. It is almost 6 p.m. though. But new, yeah, new folder. Um, first gen versus FRBC. So I'm trying to think if there's any way where I can get two independent forces on my side or not. Like, I can get two independent forces, but, like, two I want to control simultaneously, because I kind of want to, like, combine these tests into one. Hold on, no, don't bring that up yet. Alright, now I can bring it up, because I have copied and pasted the save again. So now I can go in and do yet another fleet exercise. Okay, so new division, new division. So I think it will be, in this case, yeah, I will just do a, yeah, I'll just do something where it is, you know, kind of, something where I'm just kind of like testing them in a realistic battlefield role. I'm gonna start with the Gen 1, with these. Yeah, okay, so it doesn't look like I can have any scout forces. It's not gonna let me. Let me have main forces. Okay, so right, no, I want a new division there. Okay, so in this case, we are going to have some older CL scout ahead. And I think I'm just gonna have that even on both sides. So division data, yep. New division there. That'll be a scout force. Then new division. Yeah, we'll add two destroyer divisions on each group. Okay, cool. Maybe what I'll do is I'll have an addition. I might have an additional like small cruiser screen on each side. I think in this case, I'll add, you know, maybe a Chattanooga, a Galveston. You will be a screen on, yeah, the battle division, and you will be a screen. All right. Go for it. And let me add a new file quickly to this so I can just quickly save it. First GCA B hunt. Okay, cool. Oh, they're scouting in line ahead for some reason. I probably should have fixed that. Should have been scouting in line abreast. It really doesn't matter. Actually, no. Search line. Where? There they are. Bunch of destroyers. There's the battle line. The state limit ship speed down to what? 28 knots. Okay, that doesn't really matter. Alright, now we're where we want to be. So the primary demonstration here is of the effectiveness of these ships to hunt pre-dreadnoughts. And to absolutely, go in and just try to wreck the day of pre-dreadnoughts. So we're starting to take hits. But we're dishing out a lot of damage. Okay, so I'm letting my ships go back a little bit. Reporting medium damage on one. Delaware suffered a little bit. Connecticut's not in bad shape. Yeah, these aren't in particularly bad shape. I'm gonna retract my scout divisions into a support role. You guys are screen, so that's good. Looks like Connecticut's engines do have trouble with long speed steaming. Oh, we've lit that California class on fire. But yeah, primary goal, see if I can ruin the day of pre-dreadnoughts. That's kind of the point of, or a big part of the point of building these ships is being able to just ruin the day of regular pre-dreads. Overhit belt extended, not too bad. Okay, so turrets on one side are jammed. I'm actually going to switch over to the other side. You know, I will need to do that fourth battle. So it looks like the California class is slowed massively and on fire. Is that confirmed sinking? Not yet. I think we hit an engine room or something. But I am gonna order a flotilla attack here. Pacify that California class. Right, so we're gonna turn to the south. Hope to kind of just hit some of these guys on the way out. I'm gonna assume that the California is dead now. Okay, so we lost the destroyer Israel, but she went out like a freaking hero. Alright, turn around. We were trying to shoot that ship as it ran off into the night. Right. I guess that is that's the battle. I want to see what that actually did. I want to see what the results of that were, and whether that will be better with the battle cruisers or not. Now, one thing I did notice there was that the slightly slower speed of these CAs meant it was a lot harder to catch up with the pre-dreads. But I think these have slightly better armor than the battle cruisers, just because of that minimum speed requirement. Um, Okay, so Wyoming sunk. So what had happened there? So we were hitting her with a lot of 10-inch shells, lit her on fire, and yeah, the fire just spread out of control. Heavy damage on North Dakota. So this was one we hit with the torpedo. Torpedo from Israel. The second torpedo didn't hit, but she did manage to get her flooding under control. Seal Tacoma suffered heavy damage after being shelled by a number of 6 and 8-inch shell hits. And some 10-inch there. But she did survive. Friendly cruiser Delaware. California. Oh my god, 26 medium hits. She was hit a lot. Houston took a single 6-inch hit, which caused some flooding. Israel, of course, got absolutely wrecked by North Dakota at point blank range, but also complete boss and put a torpedo into North Dakota. Nevada took some 10-inch hits. North Carolina took a single 3-inch hit, and yet still suffered significant amount of structural damage. So that 3-inch hit must have hit something kind of important. Juneau, a 6-inch shell burst limited by coal bunker. Robinson got really close, took some damage. Connecticut, some stuff. I am definitely noticing the turret jams. This is the one thing Elikin talked about, but I don't think they're as bad as he made them out to be. Ah. Okay. But if he wants to take a look at this and conclude his own results, that's fine. Um, I mean that's exactly why I'm running this. Yeah, 119 medium hits scored. We'll have to see what this winds up being with the battle cruisers. Yeah. All right. Exit. Save. And now save that save. Cut. Paste. Go into armored cruiser testing. Copy that. Paste it there. And then we have the one last battle to do, which is going to be first. Actually, I'm just going to call it 1G BCB Hunt. And then I'm just going to rename my other files to be 1G. Okay, cool. So what I want to do now is I want to exit out and reload Rule Waves 2. Okay, yeah, let's try this again. So similar scenario. Yeah, I'll do pretty much the same force compositions. It's possible I'll get the cruisers slightly off, or like the light cruiser slightly off. I don't really care if that happens. All right. So new division, new division. I think we get like 5 divisions. All right. So in this case, add, add, add and add. I want you to be that, 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 and that. And then for the cruisers, we will want, I'll do Tallahassee, a Tucson, and a Tucson. And then here, you'll get Chattanooga and a Galveston, as it was before. Here we'll do a Tallahassee, 2 Tucsons. Here we will do a Chattanooga and a Galveston. Then in these categories, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4. Alright, so it'll be 8 destroyers per side. Yeah, that's pretty much the same situation as before, just, now it's the battle cruisers. Let me get the division data set up. So you need to be a scout. You are a screen. Division data, your support on the no, you should be a support on the battle cruiser division. Should be in support for. Yeah, okay. So support for the B division, and then support for the scout scout cruiser division. Okay, cool. That's what we'll go with. And once again, I would love to quickly get these onto a different roll. Well, not necessarily do a different roll. Okay, there we go. Manual control, search line. Now put them in AI. Alright, so start out going 20 knots. Actually, go squad max. Sea state limit ship speed. Only to 28 knots. I'm not super concerned. Okay. For now, hold fire. So, okay, so that's the Tucson. And then, we have a Tucson here. So, we have destroyers. Okay, so yeah, those are the scout units. I'll let you shoot a little bit at them. Alright, hold fire. Open fire a bit more. Oh, hold fire again. Where are they? If I don't find them, I am reloading. Are they actually up here? The scouting division must have just been, like, out of position. Hold fire again. Are they this way? Alright, so I'm just gonna get rid of the scouting divisions. I'm gonna put them in a support role. Oh, there they are, finally. We are actually gonna see some action here. Okay, so you can now open fire. So those are a couple of cruisers and such. Like Galveston's kind of charging us. Oh, now it's not. Now it knows what it's up against. Okay, so now it is time to determine, you know, is this result better? I mean, admittedly, some of it was kinda by chance last time. But, you know, I am just wanting to see, you know, if these guys outfight the battleships better or not. That looks like a no. Yeah, the lighter armor on these ships just kinda screwed them over. So the conclusion is that with how much the tonnage was limited and how early the tech was, getting a battlecruiser was not the smart move if you wanted to fight pre-dreads. I think that is what this is saying. I'm gonna accelerate to 18 knots and leave whichever one's the cripple behind the Oregon. They're outrunning us, I think. I think we're crippled enough that they are outrunning us. So, okay. So what I've noticed, the extra armor helped. The extra armor helped more than the knot of speed that these things had. And these things were required to have that knot of speed to be classified as battle cruisers. Yeah, and this is not working anywhere near as well. Yes, Oh, Minnesota was crippled? Oh, yep. Salt water in his feed tanks. So you're gonna go down to 14 knots. I'm gonna try to just kind of cut under them. Our squad max is now 17 knots. We'll get one last broadside in. We'll kind of cut this way, so if they run into us, we'll let them. They don't want to. Right, move away at cruise. Alright. That's definitely the final demonstration for today. So, that was a loss. So what had happened there? Who scored more hits? Yeah, enemy side scored way more hits. Well, we scored a lot more medium hits. But, you know, you're looking here. Yeah, we were taking 4 off tall hits. We were just vulnerable. And I think what happened was, these ships were forced to be 23 knots to be battle cruisers. Or got forced to go 23 knots to be battle cruisers. So I'm definitely saying, if it's like, if you have just unlocked medium battery wing turrets and have had focus on that tech, it is better to go with a Blucher-Style CA than a battle cruiser. You know, than a Tsukuba. So right now, the Blucher-Style is winning, I would say. Blucher-Style is on average more effective, but that's only true for this first generation so far. We have more ships to test. You know, there's an upgraded form. There's a couple upgraded forms of these battle cruisers to test. I think what's going to be interesting is seeing the third generation. I might even do the third generation like before I test the second generation. I think that will be more interesting to see if I get any results. And the second generation is a little weird. I cannot like easily directly test them compared to each other, but there are probably some things I can do. So I'm just gonna scroll through the hit list here. And I missed one. So yeah, this is definitely all the testing I'm doing for today. I've done enough today. This might be something where I pick it up tomorrow or in a couple days. Just like, throw together a live stream, title it something, title it like part 2 of this. And go ahead and do it. Okay. Um yeah, just check. Yeah. That's the sorts of fits scored. I am definitely saying that the CAs are better. It is. But there will be a lot more tests I want to try to do. So save that. Let's cut cut the game. Place it BCB hunt paste. Uh, Copy that. Paste it back in. And then when all this is done, I'm gonna go back in and put the Italy game, or the ended Italy game back where it belongs. But yeah, I think that is it for me. So right now, who's winning between a like Super Tsukuba versus a Super Blucher? I think that the Super Blucher is winning. Uh, Thanks for watching, and actually, not only am I kind of thinking that the Super Blucher might be winning, I think that the 8-inch Super Blucher might be winning, rather than the 10-inch. But we'll have to see. You know, Gen 2's got up, or there's updated guns in Gen 2, and Gen 3's got better armor, so we'll have to kind of see how that works out. So yeah, thank you everyone for watching. This has been me, no anyone with some sport. Links to my Discord, Twitch, and Twitter are down below if you're interested in any of the things, as well as the Rule the Waves Discord, where the argument that started this whole thing happened. So yeah, I don't have much else to say. Bye!